Hey, AfterBuzzers! Dang, they were about to kiss, but they didn't. We've got Season 2, Episode 3, Un Pacto Con el Diablo. We've got 2 special guests, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV super fan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Real dreamy stuff we got here going on. This is Kid Francis?
Yes.
Kid Francicoli. Kid Francicoli. The song's called My Baby. It was a recommendation from our beautiful guest, Miss Sandy Valles here. Yay! Who plays Isabella on the show. She has great taste in music. She's a great actress. But welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us. We do have the live chat up, so if you got any questions for Sandy, throw them on up there. Any predictions, everything, you guys know we love to talk to you. Welcome here. We're going to talk about Un Pacto Con el Diablo. My name is Leslie Ambriz. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at In Less Than No Time. And I have beautiful guests here.
Thank you.
Introduce yourselves.
Hey, AfterBuzzers. My name is Candice Cruz, and you can find me on all of my social media at Candice R. Cruz. And we have our lovely guest, Miss Sandy here.
Hey guys, you can find me on Instagram at Sandy_Valles or Twitter Sandy Valles.
All right, hi guys. I'm excited to be back and with these lovely ladies. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at MO Classified.
And we have another special guest hiding off in the couch over here,
Miss
Miss
Queen of
Rosy
the South,
Cordero.
Queen of the South, #1 fan.
Yes. Where can people find you, Rosie, on social media?
I'm Social Rosie with a Y across everything.
Smart girl.
Exactly, really
She
smart.
keeps it simple. You know?
I do.
Easy to find her. You guys, this show is...
So
Or
intense.
this episode. The show is amazing, but this episode was intense. But before we get into that, let's talk to Sandy here. We got some questions for you. We got fans that chimed in. If you guys want to ask more questions on Twitter and Instagram, everything, just go to hashtag AfterBuzzTVQOTS, and Candice will get you.
Yeah, so thankfully Sandy and I were chatting this morning and came up with an awesome hashtag. So like she said, be sure to do that. On your last picture on Instagram, you have a lot of good questions.
I do.
Like some really intense ones.
I got me thinking.
What do we got in here?
All right, so let's see. I have questions, she says. Nina Nino. Number 1 is, what is your personal relationship with Isabella like?
So Isabella, to me, throughout these past 2 seasons, has really... I've learned so much from her. Even though you may think she's a brat, to me, she really puts her feelings out in the open. She says what she thinks, and I've learned a lot from her. You know, if like I want to tell someone I love you, or hey, I don't think that's cool, like I'll do it now because of playing Isabella for like 2 seasons. And it's like a cool thing that I've related to her a lot.
Would you say that you were more timid before that, and that's kind of brought that power out of you?
A little bit, yeah. It was more just like, I'd rather just not say things. And I'm like, you never know if this is your last day on Earth.
Exactly,
So
just be vulnerable.
just say it.
Yeah,
like,
okay,
you
what
know?
would it hurt?
Okay, but would you have liked it if your dad gave you a string of pearls for your birthday?
Oh my god, I would have like, papi, muchas gracias. Obviously, there's like a little bratty side to Isabella that is not me, but that's what makes it so much fun to play Isabella on TV.
And then what about your situation with your parents? Like, if you were really, you know, in Isabella's shoes, like, how would you feel about your mom? How would you feel about your dad? Like, the situation overall.
I mean, I feel so much for her character. It's just so sad to see both of her parents act like the children. So she kind of, throughout her childhood, just has to be that adult in the relationship. And it's a big turning point in this season where she maybe has to let her hair loose and then kind of go through that crazy thing again. Because her parents were always that. So now it's like her turn, you know?
Right.
She's the only character on the show that has the ultimate control over Camila Vargas and Epifanio. Nobody else can do what she can do.
Exactly.
What I love about Isabella is that she brings out the human side of Camila, which we don't get to see because Camila's always like so well put together, and then when she's talking to me, she just melts.
Right.
You know? So throughout the season, I kind of figured that out. And
You're the
took
weak
advantage of
spot.
that.
Oh, even with that message in this episode where she was talking, like, saying, I just wanted to call you and see what you're doing for your birthday. Come visit me. It was so sweet.
She's
Like, so
stalking you on
touching.
Instagram.
Yeah, she's stalking me on Instagram. I love how current this show is with the drones and the Instagram and everything. It's
And
super cool.
Right.
when she was leaving the message, just saying, you know, te quiero mucho. It was almost like she was holding her breath, expecting a response, even though she knew she was leaving a message.
Right. Like, back in the day on shows, like they would pick up in the middle of the voicemail. It was kind of like that, like, oh, I hope she still picks up, even though I'm leaving a message.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Only. What else we got?
All right, let's
here?
see. How are Sandy and Isabella alike? How are they different? We kind of touched on that a little bit, but
Yeah.
Let's see. How have your past experiences as a daughter, teenager, Latina helped you shape your character? That's a lot.
That's a good question.
A daughter, a teenager, and a Latina.
Well, I think any person that went to high school or middle school now these days has gone through what Isabella is going through this season, where it's like you have that friend that kind of corrupts you. You have the choice of staying out and partying or doing your homework. And, I went through that, obviously, like we all have.
Definitely.
Right. So I think just living my normal life, that helped me connect through to Isabella.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like teenagers have it so much harder now, right now, with like
Yeah,
social
there's so
media.
much
Yes,
They do.
yes.
Everything they do is
And
just on
everything.
blast, all the time.
There's no
Like,
turning
you
off.
can't screw up because somebody probably recorded it on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I'm guessing with everything that Isabella's going to go through as the season progresses, it's probably going to be a message of what not to do.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Maybe. But what I really like about Isabella this season is that there's kind of like a weird taboo thing with your parents when you're in high school and you kind of don't know how to talk to them, or they don't know how to talk to you. So hopefully the people watching this season can kind of learn and take some notes and tips on how to talk to your teenage kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so
beautiful,
true.
especially even like with a cultural aspect to
Yeah,
it.
totally.
So, do you have a routine during the shoots to get into character? Music you listen to or something else?
So just putting on the costume grounds me in like her younger age. But honestly, like I don't really. I'm just really open to being in the moment, just being in the moment and like listening to what your partner is telling you and acting. And all the actors that I work with are like amazing. So they just give so much. So I'm just like ready and there, and I don't really think about it that much.
Good.
Yeah.
You have an amazing cast to work off of,
Yeah.
Totally.
to work with, because this is your first big thing that you've
it's my
ever
first
done.
anything, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So just to be put into that scene with so many amazing actors was just so lucky for me. You know?
It's such a gift, yeah.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was it like your first day on set, just walking in and seeing?
Girl,
all
I did
these
not even have
amazing
time
people?
to be nervous. Like,
That's good.
they called me the day before to shoot. So I didn't even know I was cast until the day before. They
Oh
called
my
me, they're like,
God.
remember that thing you auditioned for 2 months ago? Like, you got it. Come on set tomorrow.
They called you the day before.
Yeah, the day or like 2 days before max. Like,
Were
it
you
was crazy.
in Texas at this point? You had
I was
to
in
fly
LA.
out. Oh, wow.
I had to fly out, everything. And so then I just got on set and I haven't had time to take it in. Like, I still
Right.
haven't. It just happened. And then now I'm here.
Did you pack
Yeah.
anything, or did you literally like buy everything in Texas when you got there?
Well, I live in Texas.
Oh,
I live in
okay.
Houston when I'm not living here in LA. So I
that was
didn't.
easy.
I have everything in both places.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'll just go home.
Yeah.
Let's
my
see.
gosh, what else we got?
Did you feel prepared to hit the big Hollywood TV series?
Yeah, totally. I think, I mean, I've been here preparing for 5 years, going to classes every week, and when I didn't have money to go to classes, I would watch movies and memorize the scripts of the movies and just practice that by myself.
Oh,
and
that's smart.
Right.
yeah,
guys,
like
if you
there's
have a dream,
there's
practice.
always a way to do
Uh-huh.
things. Like always, don't let anyone tell you can't, or like barriers. And so yeah, I think I've just always been like I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta
you're
be ready,
super
so you don't have to
disciplined.
get
That's
ready, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Always, I like that. Be ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
And
Let's see if
always
we-
got the quotes.
All those,
The
right?
Queen of the South always has the quotes.
All those.
There you go.
Especially Camila Vargas.
Yeah.
Oh my
Camila
God.
has
She has the best lines,
Yes.
right?
Her with the dress last episode, where she said, "Are you going to let that dress wear you, or are you going to dry that dress?" And I was
Exactly.
like,
Everything she says is so profound.
Yes.
But even in real life, Veronica
Oh, really?
Falcon, I love you, Veronica. She's like the most wise woman ever, and just like walking, quoting things, and you're just like want to write everything down.
You're like, okay, what'd you say? One more time?
yeah,
Like,
no,
dang.
because we rehearse the scene before we shoot it, and she'll like sit me down and we'll be talking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, it's so lucky. Hold on, let me record everything you're saying.
Well,
Do
that's
they
my
ever?
question.
Oh,
Like,
go ahead.
how is she compared to her character and then compared to real life?
She's the biggest sweetheart.
Okay.
She really took me in, and she, going into the set being no one, you think, oh, everyone's gonna be
Rude
like
or-
not rude, but yeah, very posh, and no one was like that, and especially her. She like took me under her wing and helped me and like gave me tips on how to do things on set because I didn't even know the language. I was like, what does that mean? So she really helped me out.
I got to go on the set. Sorry to interrupt here,
no,
but
go for it.
I got to visit the set when they were doing the tail end of the episodes. And when Veronica Falcon walks in the room, everybody just stops because, of course, she's Camila Vargas. The first thing that stood out for me was even though she dresses similarly elegant, but she had on like it was all flowers and beautiful, and that's the first thing that caught my attention. I was like, whoa, this is like the opposite of Camila.
Right. Usually she's like dark colors,
yeah, dark, serious,
Very
business.
sexy, yeah.
Well, this was party Camila because it was like
There you go.
Yeah, what was like what is it, business?
After hours.
After hours.
There you go. After hours, Camila.
That's what I love about all of these women on the show is that they all embody so much power and strength that when they walk in a room, it's like everything stops.
Right.
It's great.
Exactly.
And I feel like the actresses embody that too because you can't play that part without embodying that off screen as well. You know?
Exactly.
And they're
true?
showing me like as a person that like that's okay. Like you could do that. You don't have to, be silent in the corner and just like go into the room and own it.
And at the same time, we also see all their vulnerabilities,
Yeah. They're
which is what I love. You can see the duality there.
Right.
We get that full like depth instead of what usually women are just kind of the two-dimensional character.
Exactly.
Right. So
Yeah.
even these like badass characters have this soft side.
Right.
Yeah.
You're the
No,
soft
I love
side.
that about the writing.
You are the soft side for everything. I love it.
Absolutely.
The weak spot that brings him in. Do we have any more fan questions?
Let's
from
see.
Twitter?
What is your favorite thing about the show?
Like in my world or just like in
I mean, either or, whatever way you want to
a
interpret
favorite
that.
character or a favorite
I
scene.
love working in all the mansions because it's like I've never even stepped foot in a mansion.
Right,
so it's
right,
just
right.
like, oh my God, this is our set today. So that's what I love about like working there.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing on the show is just, seeing so many women kick ass. I think that's my favorite part of it.
And I mean, and the guys are just so ugly. That's gotta be one of the worst
They're
things.
hard
Straight
to look
up,
at.
everyone
I
on
know.
set thinks I'm actually like 16. Guys, I'm not. I'm
Right.
not gonna say my age, but like I'm not 16. So they all treat me like a little sister.
Little baby.
Yeah, it's so funny too. So whenever people will say like, he's so hot, what is he like? I'm like, he's just like a big goofy brother to me.
Right.
Yeah, 2 seconds into my set visit, we're like, okay, where's John? Where's Peter? We're gonna decide today, you guys. This was the most serious question of the day, and I'm so sorry you're saying that word, but it's like, so are you team
James.
Güero or are you team James?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Anyone
yes.
join us in the live chat.
Right.
What team are you on?
Yes.
Hashtag
girl.
team.
That's a perfect
What
one.
team are you on?
Oh, I'm all about James. That sexual tension
yes.
is intense, and I feel like yes, we love her with Güero, but when they hook, because there's no doubt in my mind that sexual tension is going to come to a peak at some point this season, and it's going to happen.
Yes.
And I'm going to be ready. I'm ready, you guys. I'm ready.
I'm
She wants to
James.
see it.
I'm
Yeah,
Team
Team
James.
James.
Yeah,
He's
Team
an OG.
James.
He's there for like thick and thin.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, he's her ride or die.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm
Güero,
Team James.
Güero is too shady.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't
a
trust
little
that fool.
skeptical.
No,
Me
he's
neither.
going back and forth. He's like a flip flopper.
No, he's too much.
Like
He's too much. Well, let's kind of, I guess, let's talk about the show a little bit, and then we'll go back to fan questions.
Yeah. And we do have someone in the live chat. Hi.
Thank you.
Y'all ladies are
I saw
beautiful.
that.
What's
Aw,
up?
thanks.
Thank you, Nini. So let's talk about Güero and Teresa, since that was our first step. You guys.
She's not blind to love anymore, and you
No.
could tell
No.
from the first 5 minutes. She knows what's happening. She acknowledges what she feels, and she's taking control.
Yeah. What was that?
And-
There was a last line that she said that was,
Oh,
you,
hold on, I have
you
this.
used to run. You used to run things, and now
You used
that's
to
not
run
gonna
this now.
happen
I
anymore.
I
You got
got
the
you.
exact
I
quote?
got the exact quote. Hold
She's
on.
got it.
I got it.
But I love the throwback that they did in this
The 3 months ago
episode.
in Mexico. Yeah.
And you know what? It did secure because I thought that he had actually just left her, didn't actually love her. This is all a sham. So
That's
seeing
what
that flashback, really, I was like, oh, okay,
Put things
I was
together.
wrong.
Yeah.
Thank God I was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something to throw out there on this one,
Go
you
for
guys.
it.
Yeah.
Tell me, please.
So, how many of you during that bed scene that in the flashback, do you think about the premiere, the beginning part where she's in bed with somebody and she shoots this person that we can't see?
Yep.
Does anybody else think that was there like
now
a
that you
secret
say it,
message?
now that you say it,
I don't know.
I
now
didn't
that we've
originally
seen this
think-
episode,
I'm like, wait a
it
minute.
could be.
But I want to know where James goes.
Yeah.
Like,
well, maybe he's always there, you know?
Maybe.
This is
Maybe
just
she's
her
using it
side.
as her
Widow's-
tactic.
Widow's her side now.
Oh, his side piece.
Well, I feel like she still has those. She has a lot of unresolved emotions about Widow because
Yeah.
she was mourning him, and now
course.
all of a sudden
He's
you're
alive.
back. Like,
you
how
just
do I
want me to accept you?
Exactly.
Like, just because you're
Yeah.
back.
So I feel like she's conflicted. There's definitely like a triangle forming there, and I'm very excited.
It gives some like oomph to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Love triangles are the greatest things. to happen to
Everything in
TV.
our life was always on your terms. Now it's on mine.
There we go.
Girls, that is true.
Yes.
Take reign of your life.
Right.
There you go, exactly. And speaking of taking reign, we thought that this is actually not a good transition, but I tried.
She tried. She
I
got it.
tried.
You got this, girl. I'm
It's
gonna
not
help
my
you.
skill. Thank
Right.
you. We're gonna let that go, and I'm just gonna jump in.
Right.
But I was thinking that Widow was gonna turn her into the DEA.
Me
And
too.
when they
I
walked
thought
in,
so.
what was your guys' initial reaction to that point?
Yeah, that's what I thought, that he set her up. And I was trying to figure out if she believed him when he was saying, I promise you, like, I didn't do this. And then they admitted it, like, he didn't. But still, it's the DEA. They both could be conniving. He could be conniving. The DEA could be conniving. And they're just, like, trying to do whatever to make her come on their side.
Yeah.
And I feel like even if he did, it was to protect her. So there's a lot of gray area there that we still need to work out.
Right.
Keep
It's
watching.
Because
It's
in
fine.
his mind, the DA is like
Keep
the end
watching.
all. They're gonna save them, but
We got
Right.
Team James.
oh,
Team James, yes.
Yes.
I love this.
For those of you that
So
are listening and don't know, he's actually like half Mexican and half English. So as soon as he walked into the room and he sat down and he's like, "Hello."
Yes.
Oh
We're
my
like,
God.
What just happened? Oh my God, that totally divided lines that were
Stop.
kind of gray before.
you're like,
Same.
oh, Team James now. Bye.
James.
I'm all the way in.
Right.
Oh my goodness. So at the end, the end of the episode, Teresa gives Widow the option. Of
Yeah, she's
possibly
giving all
possibly
ultimatums.
jumping over
To the dark
her
side.
or continuing with the DA. What do you guys kind of mixing a prediction into now? What do you think he's going to choose?
I think he would be smart to join their side and play the cards on that side and kind of still use his tie with the DEA because he can't sever those ties. Either that or he's going to jail.
Right.
So he's stuck with that. But I feel like if he really loves Teresa, then he would basically do whatever he can to keep her, which would mean you got to go to Camilla's side and play on the dark side and use your. You're like keeping quiet because you're like, I know all this.
can't
Say
say
anything. I don't want to bust up.
No, I agree with what you said. I think it'll be his best bet to. And then I feel like he loves her that much that he would. Like, I feel like he is going to go the distance for
Really?
her.
But I feel like we don't really know how deep in he is, though. Yeah,
I know, but
we don't know.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But I feel like since Camilla is at war with her husband, she would be for it too, just because she knows how close he was. With,
No, Epifanio does not like him at all.
but I feel like he knows Epifanio's business and the way
He
that
did
he
have
went
the
about
book,
things.
so-
Yeah, he had the book, but he
Yeah.
don't have it no more.
No, but
The only
he still
person-
Teresa
that
has it,
knowledge.
so
He still has
Teresa
the
is winning
knowledge,
right
so,
now.
yeah.
The only person that Epifanio liked outside of Isabella was poor Batman, and we saw what happened to him.
I mean, he got
Poor-
roasted.
He got
Literally,
roasted. And
Literally and figuratively.
And I feel like that's a great example of how the new showrunner Natalie Chaidez is changing things up. I got to interview her for a profile, and we were talking about so one of my favorite showrunners is Kurt Sutter, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And I was like, Natalie, are you going to be something like Kurt, where you're not going to be afraid to kill off people? And she was like, I don't know that I could be as savage as Kurt, but
Right.
I definitely have no fear if it's part of the story. So let's not get too attached to anybody.
She's so
know.
badass.
She is.
She brought so much to this season, and I'm so happy to work with her.
Right.
She's insane.
Did you notice the differences in scripts from season 1 to season 2?
Yeah, she totally put her own flavor, and I mean, we could all tell with all these hooks that were left with every single episode. It's just saying the writers this season, the writing room is just amazing. I'm a huge fan of every single writer in
They
this
watched,
show.
so
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, they did. They tweeted us. So
They sent us
that's
a shout out.
awesome.
That was so nice.
Everyone, Ben.
So Nene has a question saying she thinks he might become a double agent.
That's
She
that's what I was
agrees
thinking.
with you,
Yeah, what's up? No, I mean, going back to that, I think that if it's integral to the storyline, I appreciate showrunners
Same.
so much more, even though it makes me really angry because I love these characters.
Right.
But you're doing an injustice to the story if you
Right.
keep these people for no reason, just because the fans love them. I feel like if you're a true fan of the show, you're willing to see where this leads you, you know, and they're doing such a great job with that, I think.
We're like the Queen of the South of the narco world.
Literally,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And like Cersei is my mom.
Oh, I love it. Well, it's I mean, the showrunner's a female, and all the characters are lead females, which makes it so like we keep talking
The
about
men
that
are friendly
common
supporting actors,
theme
yeah.
every episode that we're talking about it. So
No, it's amazing. And then going back to Widow real quick, I honestly think that he's too selfish to jump over to
think
the
so?
other side. Yeah, I think he cares too. He loves himself more than he loves Teresa.
Yeah, she left her out. He hung her to dry
Uh-huh.
at the end of season 1 and just make sure he
Exactly,
took care of his
yeah.
own butt.
He was like, I'm free, you'll be fine, you got the book, okay, bye. Like, no, dude, if you really love someone, I feel like he would have taken her. We wouldn't have an amazing show, but...
And then his way of connecting was, oh, I saw the bed that you slept in when you were, and it's like, and what, that you understand what I went through now all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Did you
Left
left me
Do
there?
anything
No.
about it?
Like, thank you for noticing how I make beds, but...
Right. But meanwhile, James was there watching your back the whole step of the way.
James.
Team
And
James.
Let's get into Team James, because that's all of us here. You guys,
Can we talk about how everyone on Camila's team is like going to Team Teresa now? Like they're all watching over her. I was saying at the end of this episode, I was like, oh my gosh, Pote is like her fairy godmother.
He really is.
He really is her fairy godmother.
his one-liners, though, I saw a meme on here earlier about him, like with his diet. What was it? Hold on, I gotta find this. Yes, I'll start tomorrow.
I love.
I think I
I love
retweeted
the
it.
whole fairy godmother thing. I was telling her, I go, somebody needs to give him a Red Bull. All he needs is the wings.
Right.
Seriously, yeah.
See, I got my one-liners too,
You
guys.
do all night though. You've had the one-liners that I love. I think you even were the first one to mention that Pote is her ride or die.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got to speak to him too at the premiere, and she earned his respect at the end of last season and the season finale when he saw after Brenda died and he saw what she was capable of, and that completely turned for him. That I mean, he left the dark side to come and be Teresa's, and as we saw in the premiere, he's there with her at the end.
Right.
But yeah, they all see that. Everyone in Camila's team, they all see how powerful Teresa can be.
I mean, she literally had the government do her dirty work.
Right.
Yeah.
She had the United States government do her dirty work.
She's not even
the
a
Texas
citizen.
Patriot Squad.
Well,
civilian.
they're
version,
civilian,
but
but either way, like
Organized
completely,
armed forces.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had some military training, but they weren't official. And I love that exactly what you said, that she was able to manipulate them. She got that Carl's number.
Yeah, she calls. She's like, should I call him?
Yeah, but hello, shall I call him? She wanted him to say,
No, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Manipulation.
and then he's gonna look deep into her eyes and say, "You know your Team James, don't you?"
That exactly what
You need to be in the writing room.
Right? Come
Please
on,
do.
Natalie, call me.
Right.
Put her on because she's amazing. I love it.
She's proved herself already.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Seriously. And I mean, they do. Let's jump over to the Texas Patriot Squad. So they get them to kind of create that illusion while Teresa goes and throws the bomb in that the colonel is currently walking through the tunnels and then
I wish
leaves
he
his
would've gone.
men.
Same.
Leaves his men in there. You guys, this guy's so creepy.
Yeah, but he's
Right.
bringing the drama, and he's showing Epifanio that he's not the biggest badass in the room, though.
Epifanio's
In this
not in charge
episode, when he
anymore.
was talking to the other man, you could see not how soft Epi has become, but how like a little bit more lenient.
Yeah.
And then right away, you see the colonel just like take reins and just be like, "No, this is what we're gonna do." And Epi's eyes were burning. Like,
Right.
Well, he fried his best friend.
Yeah.
And now going over after his daughter.
Yeah,
That was creepy.
That scene where they're just looking at each other's eyes from across the room, like.
Yeah, after the little the toast or whatever.
Isabella's
Did you
gotta
guys see the little
watch
daggers
out.
flying too?
I know.
I saw that.
I feel so much.
What'd you
for her.
say?
I said Isabella's gonna watch out because I know you can't tell us anything. If not, I would ask you questions about that. But oh my god,
Tell us
we,
everything.
we had a prediction about you and your character. I think was it last episode or the one before that you. I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier in this show. Is
Right.
that you really do control both of your parents.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have the upper hand, and I feel like you'll ultimately take over at one point. That's just my
That'd
prediction.
be awesome,
Yeah.
writers. If you're listening to this, I love her idea.
Yeah.
Let her take over.
No,
But she does kind of take
But
over in
you
a
do-
sort of way this season, though.
She is. Yeah, she's hitting all their weak
Yeah,
spots.
like what I can say is I know I'm in power, and I know I hold the cards. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe
Good
some
way to put
later
it.
seasons, you'll kind of take over.
Yeah.
Queen of the South. It'll move
I
from
mean,
Teresa to Isabella.
What if you're the one that actually shoots Teresa?
That's what I was thinking. Her and Teresa would be at all.
That's it. Look
Yeah.
at that.
I don't
It
know.
could be your team. We don't know.
And
I
you
mean,
were a double agent.
This whole time.
You called up Carl or whatever his name
there you
was.
go. You're like, I'm the one running this bitch here.
I'm actually dating Guido.
Oh, that would be really good.
Yes, that
my
would
God.
be good.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask you with the whole team picking, like if you had to pick one of them to be Isabella's first kiss,
Oh.
would you go with Widow?
James.
Yes.
We're all Team James,
We're all
guys.
Team
Sorry if you're a
James.
He's
Widow fan, but
savage. He's like,
Right.
Right?
No matter how you play the cards.
and loyal. Like
Team James.
loyal.
And I
to
love that
the
we
T.
found out a little bit about him in this episode that he had a military background.
Yeah,
Right,
when he
right.
said, just so casually, he says
Right?
it too. He's like, oh, military, let me fix you up, babe.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
And he's such a
Yeah.
hero. I feel like
Yes.
that she would definitely fall in love with that.
He was
Like,
gonna
even
do
if you're
that
not
for her.
trying to, it's like you have no choice.
It's just instinct for him, too.
Yeah.
That he just jumps, he's like, oh, you're hurt, let me help you. Oh, we're about to get shot, I'll risk my life.
Exactly.
He jumps out automatically.
Let's go.
Which
Come on.
I'm wondering, though, is his loyalty he's just a loyal person in general? Or
Right.
that's kind of going into the love interest storyline?
I think he is a pretty
Okay.
loyal person in general because I feel like he's very loyal to Camila, and you can see him giving a different type of loyalty to Teresa, but it's still equal. You know, it's just like I'm falling in love with Teresa, so this
Yeah.
is the loyalty I'm giving her on top of just loyalty of me being a loyal person.
I hope we'll
agree.
see more of a flashback with him to kind of solidify
Yeah.
all of that a little bit more.
and
Well,
as
we
an
did.
actor,
Oh, sorry, no.
No. As an actor, I just love how crazy it is for him to be so hardcore and then be like so
Soft.
open and sentimental at the,
At
same,
the
time.
same
It's like
time.
such a good.
It's
mix.
a dimension.
Yeah.
You
It
need
is.
something like that.
Yeah.
Because if not, you have I don't want to say this, but you'd have a flatline character if you don't have that dimension. And to
No,
see
that's
an
right.
actor being so willing and open, especially a man,
Right.
to have those feelings and to go that place, I think that's why we love the show so much, is that the actors are so willing to give so much to all of these characters,
Totally.
you know?
Everybody
Yeah.
does,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's it. I feel like you guys are both actresses. So from that perspective, do you feel like that's something that's new that's happening in TV where characters, men and women, are given more depth or they have to kind of push the envelope? Or this is something that's always taken part?
I mean, I think writers now are less. How do you say, like held back?
I think it's
So
yeah.
better writing, and actors are all for it.
Yeah, I think that's where I was going, is that I think we're in an era of TV that there's more opportunity to delve into those depths versus like before,
Like
it wasn't
90s
that
sitcom,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
the
that they
character
didn't
had
want
to be
to.
the character.
Right, it wasn't that they didn't want to. I mean, look at Meryl Streep's career, which happy birthday Meryl Streep. Have to
Is
plug
it
that in.
really?
Yeah, it's her
Ah.
birthday.
Speaking of
But, like,
queens,
right, exactly. But she has had some like amazing roles throughout the years. But if you really look at it, we haven't had that many opportunities as women or as actors to really get that much
Right.
depth. And
Totally.
the TV
It's a
right
new
now,
era of
it's a
TV.
whole, it's
A
a
whole
golden
new
era of
game.
TV right now.
Yeah.
Netflix, Hulu, like people are willing to push the boundaries, and it gives us more room to push the boundaries.
Totally.
But I think despite the writers, you just have to be a good actor to be able to do that. Like even if the writer gave you that role or, they didn't have those boundaries, if they didn't have the right actor,
Exactly.
playing what you're
So
writing
true.
is not going to work out.
Yeah, I think it goes twofold. I think it's like everybody's working as a team to make something so much more powerful.
Alice, if you look at her, you just have to look into her eyes. She says so much
Just
with her eyes.
Yeah.
The stillness of just being there. Yeah, it's beautiful.
There's
You
so
see
much-
every
So-
so many layers of her. I don't want to say all of them, but you see so many layers just in her eyes.
Yeah,
Totally.
agreed.
Mimi put the quote that I wrote down, but how Camila was saying that women are more barbaric than men. And I wrote
Oh,
that down. She
yes.
was like, in war and in love, women are more barbaric. I was like, that is so great. And it's so true, but we don't even realize it.
Well, I think we don't really get the opportunity to realize it as
Yeah.
much because we haven't had the opportunity to have that many positions. Like, I mean, you don't see very many
like-
women running the
yeah.
cartel. So, I mean, we've never been able to test those boundaries. I
Right.
feel like we totally could.
It's a man's world for sure. And we gotta
Not
turn it
anymore.
around.
We're changing
But
that.
wait,
Not
exactly.
Not a queen of the South.
No, I was getting there. But, we gotta finish it. Ladies, we gotta finish it for sure. And I think that's something that even once women were pushed to the limit, that's when that side does come out even more.
Somebody says that don't be so hard on Guido. Don't forget.
Hey, you got it!
Okay. Don't forget that he prepped her for all of this.
Thanks,
That's
Hater
true.
Ali.
Yeah.
That's true.
But also, Camila has been prepping her this for the past couple of
That's
months.
been her mentor.
Oh, yeah.
I always
She's
I
learned a
always
lot from her.
say that. I say whether she knows it or not, she's her mentor.
mentor.
Right.
Exactly, yeah. And
She's
she's
being
kind
kind.
of, Teresa's her daughter that she can't have right now.
Right.
Exactly.
Giving her the beamer that she was
Exactly.
going to give Isabella.
Yeah, you didn't know you were getting a Beamer, did you?
I don't know if I didn't read the last page of that of the script or something, but when I saw it, I was like, wait, what? I was going to get a Beamer.
Right.
You just
I
got
love
shoes.
watching your reaction at the table because we all watched it together before and you went, what?
Like she really would have got it.
It's so funny too because when I see the show, I'm like, oh, I miss them, like as a human being, and then I'm like, wait, watch the show, focus on the show. Oh my god, the show's so good. And then Epifanio looks like my dad in real life, and so I'm just like, oh, Epi, like I want to hug you and stuff. So I get like so sidetracked just like thinking of them as humans.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, how does it feel to watch yourself back on camera?
It's cool because like, whoa, that's awesome, but then there's always that side of you just being like, do I
Really
look like that from the
critical.
back?
Yeah.
But I've tried so hard these past couple, last season and this season to just chill, just watch it, let it go, and then just go move on with your life. And my acting classes at Anthony Mindel have like really taught me to like stop all that chatter.
Just
We go to the same acting studio. That's why she keeps looking at me.
They go way back.
I have a really funny anecdote about them just being regular people. So on the set, I got to talk to Joaquin, who plays Epifanio, and so he mentioned, he was like, so he's really good friends in real life with Veronica Falcon. They live actually in the same apartment building.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God, could you imagine going to throw out the trash and you just stepped out and you see them together just
Right.
being regular?
They
Like-
go grocery shopping together.
Do you really?
God.
Oh my god, that's so
So
cute.
isn't that so funny? You're just
Yeah,
doing
you'll
the
be kinda
groceries
freaked
and there's
out.
Camila and you know, and Epifanio just
Right.
shop.
Power friends together.
Right?
And you're like, wait, what?
Amazing.
I thought that would be so funny to witness
It
as
would
a
be.
fan.
Yeah, like
Just
not
see
only
them
did
in
I
real
get
life.
Camila today, I got Epifanio today too.
Since
And
we're
they're-
on location, we try to just keep each other, together and keep each other company. So if you do see us in Dallas, we're probably all together at the same
Right,
time.
right.
So.
Do you
Yeah,
guys live
that's
in the
cool.
same building when you're shooting?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Okay.
So everyone gets their own space to kind of
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah, I guess we
Yeah.
just pick, I don't know how that goes down. but
Well,
we
I just
pick
think that they
one.
had the same realtor because they're such good friends and they just live in the same building.
funny.
There you go.
It's like, let's meet at the washing machine. Like,
Like, let's run lines together real quick.
Right?
Prep for tomorrow.
I love
Oh,
that.
that's actually something I'd like to know. Do you guys, you said you do rehearsals right before?
Yeah, right before we take the final shot, we do a rehearsal take.
Yeah.
But it's just quick, like one rehearsal take, and then we have like a couple minutes to talk about the scene.
Do any of the cast have like any little nuances they do before? Do they stay in character during the whole shoot? Do they like
No,
right? Nothing.
No one stays in character during the whole shoot. Imagine my mom being coming
Oh
out all
my
the
god.
time. That'd be awesome. I know a couple of us, listen to music sometimes or whatever, but nothing that I can like really pinpoint.
Okay. Nothing like that sticks out the most.
Yeah, no.
What's
No,
the best
it's like-
advice you got from any of them? Because you said that they took you under like a little sister and a daughter.
Oh my gosh. So, the Cortez, his name is Yancy Arias in real life, and he's like the Don Cheadle of Queen of the South. Like, he just always says quotes, like live quotes, and he always tells me, because I really wanted to reach out to someone for a project, and he was like, don't do that. They're going to see your work, and the work is going to come to you. Like, you do the best you can, and that work, that's like your sign to say, like, I'm available, I'm here.
Right.
So let the work speak for itself.
That's great.
So I was like, yeah, you're right, Yancy. Like, you're so wise.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
don't
He's
be
so the
like-
opposite of his character in real life. He's
Yeah.
so nice.
He like
Like, would not
meditates every
expect
day.
that.
And
Oh.
he went to school. He went to. Did he go to Juilliard? No, he did Broadway.
Okay.
Oh my God.
He's
He's
from
like
New York.
He's from New
I'm
York.
gonna
Yeah,
go
he's
look up some
amazing.
videos.
Yeah.
Right?
He's amazing. He sings
Yeah.
in the show, so if you keep watching, you're gonna hear him actually sing in the
In
show.
Queen of the
That's
South.
cool.
In Queen of the
Whoa.
South.
That'll be.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they mix that with this
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
big
Just
badass
like-
She was able to
character.
give us
A
something.
musical
Little
episode.
He's like sharpening a knife singing. Probably.
a good melody.
Oh my god, like Phantom of the Opera.
El
or something.
Comandante
Is he that-
is he scary in person? He's not scary at all in person.
Dang, that's a relief because he terrifies me every
Yeah.
time he's on stage. Last kind of two people we haven't talked about is the DA and the lawyer. So they're digging around. We have this new lawyer now that Theo's gone, and
Rest
he
in
was
peace. Rest in
rest in
pieces.
peace.
Right.
Oh, man.
Rest in pieces. Oh God.
I kind of, in a weird way, I kind of liked him.
I liked him
might
too,
be
but it's
alone.
Mark Consuelo.
Right. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
not
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
him.
Right.
Ugh.
That scene last episode, he takes off his shirt. He's like, oh, you're like, woo.
Exactly. But now he's on Night Shift, which is NBC.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Is
Stayed
that why
in
they
the family.
do you have the
All in the
insight?
family.
Is that why they killed him off so he could go?
I don't
Shoot
think
something
so.
else?
I mean, no, because I think at the time he was doing the Fox show, the baseball show.
Okay.
Pitch.
Pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I just think it worked out that way.
Okay. Because I know sometimes they'll kill off someone if they're like, oh, I got a new project to
Well,
jump on over.
Well, I'm not gonna say what's in it.
Dang it!
I feel like that's what happened with Justina. Because she got one day at a time. I don't know that that's true. I'm just that's something that I figured that they killed off Brenda. But I mean, she just might have needed to die.
Right.
They need to do some weird like Game of Thrones thing where Brenda just like comes back to life all of a sudden.
She's not dead. She comes back.
She
through
comes
it.
She
back.
needs to haunt
Claw.
somebody.
She takes care of Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's love revives
Oh,
her.
poor
What is it like in old
Tony.
novelas where they would have the like grandma or somebody significant come back as like their caretaker and you just see like
or a
them
twin,
as a
their
shadow?
evil twin.
Yeah.
It's
Always
their
the
evil twin. I
They
love
could
it.
pull a novella stunt. No, in my dreams, that's not gonna happen. But going back to, well, totally off
We're having
topic.
so much fun right
No,
now.
I
We're
know,
gonna
honestly,
screw the
this is some
episode.
of the,
We're just like chatting.
This is some of the
boundaries.
like funnest times I've had on this panel. But do you guys think that the DA and the lawyer? Do you think that the lawyer is gonna kind of give up that information eventually and give in like Theo did?
I think he's power hungry.
Okay.
I think that whole
Yeah.
conversation he had with Camila, basically saying, because she's so intuitive. Like, she asked, you're the richest man in Dallas. Why are you helping me? Why do you want me? I already pay you a hefty price.
Yeah.
You know, what are you doing? And he gives this whole like backstory of, you know, how he lost all of his riches and came back. I think he's hungry for power. He has all the money in the world. It's almost like if you go back to, what was the king's name?
King George.
King George, there you go. King George is in it for the fun, and I feel like the same thing with this lawyer. He is manipulative, and he wants to
Right.
get ahead and play the game. And I think that that's why. And he's not going to give it up to the DEA. It'd be too easy.
Right.
Well, but also
You know?
going back to the story that he was saying about his past when he was younger and his family had all this money and then they lost it or whatever it was that he was saying. So I just feel like it's kind of like a game to him at this point. And he's been there with all the money.
Yes.
And he's been there with all the power. So now it's like, let's have fun.
He doesn't know
Exactly.
what game
Yeah.
he's getting into, though.
Yeah.
I agree.
Damn.
But
I
he already,
love,
yeah.
oh, sorry. I love the bullshit goggles that Camila had on. She was like, "What do you want?"
Right.
Yeah.
Right? She has such bullshit goggles.
Yeah.
All the time.
I wish I had those on.
Right?
Oh my, we need her to put that out to the market.
Yeah,
Bullshit goggles.
because I
Sell
fall
those,
for
please.
things.
Yeah.
But before we go back into fan questions, let's jump into our predictions for the next episode, Susan. Music.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is. It's like we're not getting it today.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Well, predictions.
Well, we did see at the end of, in the teaser, we see that Güero and Teresa are holding guns against each other. So we'll talk about that.
Right. I think, I guess as a prediction, they're gonna find out about her meeting up with Epifanio. I mean, not Epifanio,
Güero?
with Güero.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
When
like-
did that happen? I'm excited. I know, me too. I was like, oh, God.
But yeah, I think they're gonna find out somehow, some way, and not necessarily turn on her because of it, but they're just gonna find out, and
She's-
we'll just have to see what
She's
the
going to be
consequences
forced to make a choice.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe that's why the guns, like, I don't know.
I think she's already made her choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that line, I feel like she's literally keeping him as a card in her back pocket.
Right.
Because he is the link to the DEA. If she betrays him too, he's also got the like heads up. If she says I don't want you anymore, he's like fine, DEA, got you, bye.
Right.
So she's kind of playing that card to her benefit
And
too.
we've seen
you know,
that she is. Oh, sorry.
it's almost like a standoff. Like with the two guns, like we see the preview, it is a standoff of other sorts of like who's going to manipulate over the other.
Who will shoot first?
Right.
I feel like she would.
Yeah. Or James will come behind and shoot him for her.
I can see that.
but she's her own hero.
Yeah, she is.
Right.
I feel like she would do it
she
first.
doesn't need James for
Yeah,
this.
that's
I
why
love
that's
that.
her conscious. Yeah.
I love that.
She's her own hero. Yeah.
Sandy, do you want to throw us off with a false prediction?
Give
Two
us a
truths
wrong
and a
one.
lie.
There you go.
Use
There
your
you go.
imagination.
No, I'm just gonna say what you all are talking about. This season is all about choices, and making them, and just like sticking to them.
Making them.
Making those
Like no
choices.
hesitation. Make the choice.
Right?
Yeah.
Split second decision because
Yeah.
it's either life or death.
Right.
It's
At the
like
cliff,
it's
yeah.
like what James said. It's not like win good or bad. It's win or lose,
Right.
live or die.
And you don't have time to think about
Uh-uh.
that.
No,
you know, it's
no
simple.
moment.
He's so deep, you guys.
He is so dreamy
you
too.
over there.
She actually met him though. She's good.
I
She got
have.
her fix.
I have, ladies.
We need to have him on the show next.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
No, we'll probably
Please
all
don't
just.
Call him up. Text him for us.
Please,
Hey, come on.
have me back for that one.
Rosie, we will, because honestly, you might take over because we'll all just be here like
Like
staring
when
at
he
him.
when he flexes the bicep.
I'll tell him all the questions.
Just give him the cup and like lift so you can see the bicep.
Yes. You guys are revealing all my secrets.
Oh my god.
Please don't watch this.
So what's your prediction?
My prediction, thank you. I agree with you guys so far. I think there's going to be a standoff between Widow and Teresa. I also think that there's going to be some issue between Epifanio and the Colonel and Cortez, right? Is his name? And Cortez, because I think that there's going to be that. There's a weird triangle now with Isabella in the middle between these two men, so I could see Cortez kind of possibly
Pushing that.
Power
abducting
struggle.
her, doing
Okay.
something
Major
messing
power
with
struggle.
that power struggle.
Yeah, I didn't think about
I could
that.
see her getting into a really bad situation, and because she's Isabella and the women are shown to be so powerful, she'll get herself out of it.
Ooh, I love that.
Love that, yeah.
And she is definitely rebelling this season.
Yeah.
So we never know.
with my friend Olivia. She's my best friend on the show, and she's my best friend in real life too.
Oh,
Andino. Yeah, she used to do Nickelodeon show Every Which Way, and this is like her first debut, not in Nickelodeon.
child.
Yeah, Hola Andino. Yeah, she's
So y'all were
so
best
funny.
friends before the show as well?
No, like during
Oh,
the show.
gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha,
we became
gotcha.
friends.
That's
and,
so cool though, still.
she's the comedy of all of my scenes because I'm always so dramatic and dark, and she's just like on the side saying something funny. It's
Her look
so
at
funny.
Epifanio though, she was like,
Right.
I was like, oh, okay.
She's like, yeah, you're a governor, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Back to
most
my
powerful
selfies.
person in Mexico, and he's like, whatever.
Yeah,
Show
like,
my chichi.
Not that
And what about those pearls? I feel like that was so funny. She
Right.
She brought the comedy relief in that room.
Yeah.
Because it was thick in there first.
I secretly, as Isabella, as an actor, you always have to have secrets. So my secret for that scene was like, I actually did love the pearls, but then I saw her being like, those are ugly. Those are for tea times with old people, and I'm
Right.
like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But like, I love them.
But she's very easily influenced, it seems.
Well, you have everything. Like your character has everything that you could ever want. So I feel like you just want to be liked.
Except normal
As a-
parents.
And
right,
genuine
normal parents, but like
relationships.
on the surface to everyone, she
Right.
looks like. So I mean, as a teenager, I feel like you're in a different position than everyone else. You're
That's the
like
most
wanting to
important thing.
fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
we're definitely going to see like a coming of age this season, I believe. I know you can't say it, but
Oh, I can't say that. I
see
do
it,
have a
yeah.
boyfriend. I have a boyfriend on the show now.
Oh, great.
And he's a cutie.
You
He's
will
a
meet
cutie.
him next
Giving a sneak
episode,
peek.
and he's so awesome. His name
Yes.
is Mitch Duval, and he is a Telemundo actor.
Oh,
So
Okay.
he's done a lot of novelas in Mexico, and now he's doing his crossover in the United States with us.
Yes. Thanks for that sneak
Oh, I
peek.
love it.
We got
more love.
It's so awesome that
That's
there's so many
exciting.
crossover actors with this because I was looking through all the IMDb's of all the actors and like
Totally.
so
Jimena
much.
Duque,
Wait,
yeah.
can we talk about Rafael Amaya right quick? Because he blows James and Güero out of the water. Sorry. El Señor de los Cielos. Hello. He's so hot.
So
Yeah.
dreamy.
He literally, I've heard that the numbers as far as viewership blow up every time he's on there.
Oh, wow.
Oh
really?
wow,
Well, they
that's
were
awesome.
telling me, since they're novela actors, they're on everyone's TV every single day for months and months and months and months, and like years. So they have such a huge following, and they love their
Right.
fans, and they're like so good with that. So then all of their fans are just like coming to us with Queen of the South, and it's
Yes.
awesome.
Right, and
Of
what I
Thank
learned
you.
about that,
Right.
what I learned about that is that they're even dubbed in faraway countries because I've seen a lot of novela actors, and it'll be like Czechoslovakia fan club, Romania, all the, and it's because it's because all the novelas are dubbed, so
Yeah.
their fan bases are global.
Right.
I have a
That's
friend in
dope.
South Africa who he loves Latina, so he watches telenovelas.
You see,
to get
there you
in
go.
touch.
Yeah, that's dope.
He's smart.
No, he knows what's going on. Let's jump in the
What
chat
if
real
the
quick. see
besties-
these.
What if the bestie is spying on her?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, Jonathan Valles in for the
Okay.
question.
That's a really good one. Then
That's
we
a good
have
prediction.
Nini. I feel like there's something shady about James' past, or maybe foggy, I guess. Because he took that very seriously when he told the officer, "Do you find it funny to put hands on women?" That's right. We saw James standing up for ladies, using his male privilege for
Yeah.
positivity.
Right.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah. That was beautiful. I love how the writers just mix in different, like, little cultural, social, political aspects, even with the Texas Patriot Squad and, like, their lingo towards them, even after he said how he was a U.S. citizen.
Right.
And
Just
the writer for
brilliant.
this episode, Daylin, she's amazing. She's one of the smartest women I've ever met as well. So she's awesome. She's on
Pretty
top
dope.
of it, as y'all can see.
Yeah.
Serious, every
Woman
storyline
writer.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that for a fact that Natalie actually hired a lot of female directors
Oh, that's
for this
awesome.
season.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So let's
All this woman power.
jump back
Yes.
into maybe like 2 or 3 more fan questions.
Yeah,
and
I think we had like.
It's almost time
I
for
think
us to wrap
honestly
up.
we've pretty
We got
much.
it all?
Yeah, we've pretty much covered a lot of it. Is Oh, this one's nice. Isabella, I think they were just referring to you as a person rather than the character. Says Isabella is awesome. Where is she from, and when will we see you on the big screen?
Ooh, well, whenever directors want to hire me. Hey,
There you
guys. I'm from Houston, Texas. My family's from Monterrey, Nuevo León. And, I grew up going there every summer, every vacation, every, 3-day weekend. So I'm basically half from there as well. And now I live in Los Angeles. And I'm just auditioning, going out there, seeing what other projects I can get right now. So
It's amazing.
Put her on the screen, guys.
Are you guys coming back for a 3rd season? Do we know yet?
I hope so.
Okay, we
Yeah.
haven't found out yet whether or not.
There's
Okay.
no
Watching.
official,
Yeah.
But if
I'm
you
pretty
keep
sure,
watching
yeah.
and the ratings are awesome, then obviously we'll have a 3rd
Yeah,
season.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm pretty
So
sure.
keep watching.
Oh, we will, and everybody else will too.
And I know we didn't hit all the questions in the live chat, but I mean, I know I go back through and answer a lot, so we'll all be sure to go back.
Leave it in
and
the comments, guys.
Yeah.
We'll jump in there. We'll talk to you. Twitter, somebody asked me a question last week on Twitter. We'll still respond to you, but thank you guys so much for joining us.
Oh, no,
and thank
it's
you.
over
It's over, right? We already talked for an hour.
We actually went over. I'm not getting
we
in
went
trouble
over.
for this.
Uh-oh.
But thank you so much, Sandy, for joining us.
you. Thank
and
you for
Rosie,
inviting me.
all your cultural topics,
Insight.
trivia, insight was beautiful.
you.
I love
You're like
it.
a super fan. You should
Yeah.
join the
I
panel.
really
Come on
am.
over.
Please, we have an extra spot. Please do.
I will.
Oh, she just got so
please do.
excited.
I got
She's
super
like,
excited.
Right.
I
hired.
would love it. You
Thank
can take
you.
my spot. You can lead because
Where's the special effect with the clapping?
we
Oh,
got
can
some
we get
clapping
some
on here.
clapping real quick before I wrap? Oh, hey!
And Rosie, if fans want to ask you more Queen of the South questions, where can they find you?
Social Rosie.
Social Rosie.
ROSY.
She interviewed me. She interviewed me
ROSY.
for Queen of the South.
I
She's
did.
an amazing journalist.
Thank you.
great.
Oh my God, you guys.
And Sandy, where can people find you?
They can find me on Sandy_Valles on Instagram, which I use a lot more than Twitter. I'm so new to Twitter, guys. And then Twitter is just Sandy Valles, VALLES.
Cool, thanks. And Mo, you want to close it out?
Yes, find me on Instagram and Twitter at MO Classified. And thanks to everybody else that has already interacted and reached out just for these past 2 episodes.
Yeah, thanks, guys. You all are amazing fans. We love talking to you guys. So tune in next week. Again, you can find me on all my social media at Candice R. Cruz.
Thanks, Candice. And once again, guys, leave those comments. Go on iTunes. You can listen to the podcast while you're driving. You don't have to just watch it on YouTube. Go on Stitcher. Anywhere that you can access a podcast, access video, YouTube, we're all there. So make sure to review, leave comments. And you guys can find me, Leslie Ambriz, on Twitter and Instagram at In Less Than No Time. Thanks, guys, for joining us. See you next week. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Okay.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.